Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Today we're going to continue with Sarah Bombranick's Simple Abundance, 365 Days to a Balanced and Joyful Life. April 26th, Major and Minor Chords of Pleasure. Most of us who luckily possess all our senses think that if we had to lose one, the most terrible deprivation would be the loss of sight. But Helen Keller, who became blind and deaf after a mysterious fever at 19 months of age, mourned the loss of her hearing more than her sight. The writer Hannah Marker tells us in her moving memoir on losing the sense of hearing, listening, that psychologists say that deafness, or a severe hearing loss acquired after a human being has known hearing, can be the single greatest trauma a person can experience. 30 years ago, I was at lunch with my almost 2-year-old daughter in our favorite fast food restaurant when a large ceiling panel fell and struck me in the head and sent me crashing into the table. I sustained a head injury that left me partially disabled for nearly 2 years. During the first 3 months of recuperation, I was confined to bed and my senses were all skewed. My eyesight was blurry. I was extremely sensitive to light, and even seeing the different patterns of the quilt on our bed disturbed my sense of equilibrium, so much that we had to turn it over to the plain muslin backing. I couldn't read or comprehend words on a page, but the most disorienting disability was that my sense of hearing was affected. I could not listen to music because it made me dizzy. I couldn't even carry on a telephone conversation because without visual clues such as reading lips, I could not process the sounds coming through my ears and rearrange them into meaningful patterns in my brain. These unsettling side effects lasted for quite a while, but over a period of 18 months, my senses gradually returned, for which I'm deeply grateful. I share this story with you because I want you to consider how much we take for granted until we lose it, either temporarily or permanently. It deeply saddens me that many of us need to have pain as a wake-up call, and it is shrill and sharp. Now, I try my best not to stand on the sidelines of life with deadened, dull, disinterested senses until another shock makes me suddenly aware of the magic, marvel, and mystery of it all. And so should you. The American Victorian author Kate Chopin wrote in 1900, "I wonder if anyone else has an ear so tuned and sharpened as I have to detect the music, not of the spheres, but of the earth." Among my favorites, the reassuring rhythm of a loved one's breathing in the middle of the night when I can't sleep, hearing, "I love you," and "we're home," along with footsteps on the stairs, the voice of a good friend on the telephone, raindrops on the roof, cats purring, dogs thumping their tails, tea kettles whistling, the melody of words strung together to form a sentence that stirs the imagination and illuminates the soul, the exquisite sounds of silence cascading over me when I momentarily let go and allow the universe to proceed without my assistance or supervision, and music to soothe, inspire, and move me in unexpected waves of sublime pleasure. The concerto of real life is playing. Delight with thanksgiving in the major and minor chords of its beautiful refrain. Until tomorrow, I hope you have an amazing and blessed day.